Is it a woman's responsibility to ask for clarity during dating?
Tell you one thing, the moment that a man does not give you clarity, the moment that he does not give you clarity, because I'm not going to throw this on him, it's your responsibility to ask for that clarity. And if he still does not give you that clarity when you ask for it, it's your responsibility to analyze yourself and realize when this person is stressing you out or making you anxious or creating confusion. And then it's your responsibility to walk away. Stop worrying about that damn right move. We don't give a shit about that. Worry about the fact that this man has already put you in a position to where you have been confused. And in any dating or relationship, there should never be a moment of confusion, because that's going to trigger your anxiety and it's going to make it worse for you. That's all I got for you, honey bun.
All right. Is it a woman's responsibility to ask for clarity during dating? I'm going to go to you, Shan. And then I'm going to go to Treya.
Yes. I do think it's a woman's, I think it's anybody who's responsibility, whether you're the woman or the man. Some men need clarity too, shit. But I do think that response, most of the time, women are the ones who want the commitment. They wanted to go towards something. They're dating for intent. So I think that, yes, in this day and age, women should definitely ask for some clarity. Especially if he's not showing you shit. If he is showing you, I still would ask for some clarity, because they'll have you in these relationships for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. And it never leads to anything but wasted time. Especially if you have a goal. You want to make sure that he knows your goal and that is what you want. And you will settle for nothing less than that. So I think it is the woman's responsibility. Especially when she's giving out the goods. Before you give out the goods, especially, find out your place, okay? And even do a little research.
Go ahead, Trev.
The ladies know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, for sure. And like Shane kind of said, not just the woman, but if you care and you do understand that men are the gatekeepers of relationships and marriage, then you kind of need to find out where that's going. Like when you decide that you first want to get serious with someone, then you should be discussing timelines. You should be saying, okay, what is it you want to do? Where is it you want to go with this? Do you like children? How's your credit? Like, where do you want to live? Do you like pets? Everything that's you would be able to find out if you can live with this person forever or not. Because I mean, if you're just dating, just make sure that you both have that understanding. But once you decide that, hey, this is somebody that I want to be with long term or permanent, then you absolutely have to have clarity, because once you start assuming things, it gets muddy and you give people excuses to say, well, damn, I never said that. I never said we was going to be, and I didn't like that. I never said we was going to be together forever. So you never leave any room for that. And you have to be able to communicate that to your partner. I couldn't understand why people would just stay lost. How could you be with somebody and then be wondering what your status is? That sounds ludicrous to me. Why wouldn't you want to talk to them and say, look, where we going with this? You need to know if you're on the same page, because they might have a completely different idea of how the relationship is going to go. They might have plans for you. They might be like, all right, because I know some dudes who just deal with women for like a year or two, and then they expect them to get a certain way. Once that honeymoon period is over, then they just reset, get another one. Right? Some people really do just like keeping girlfriends. They have no plans for children, or, the white picket fence and the 4-bedroom, none of that. They don't care about any of that stuff. So you need to know who you're dealing with. If you're not clear about it, if you don't demand clarity, then you bugging out. The dude usually is going to set the pace for the relationship. Any responsible man who's serious about you is not going to leave you in the dark. So if you were not clear as to where it is going, then that man is probably not serious about you, because I would absolutely articulate that to any partner of mine. That's just what I would do. I would make sure we know where we're going, because I don't like to think that I'm doing something that you're not trying to do. If not, then we need to just like separate, because we don't have the time for that. We're both getting older. So if I want to be with you long term, I'm going to articulate that to you for sure. There's no aspect that you shouldn't feel comfortable talking about with whoever you're going to be with. Because if you don't, just imagine how are you going to resolve conflict? If you can't even state what it is that you want from a person, how in the hell are you going to ever resolve a problem if you don't even know what it is that this person wants, this person needs, this, you don't know this person's expectations? How can you serve a person? How can you have a partner that you want to serve, but you don't even know what direction that they want to go? That's crazy. All right, I'll leave it.
All right, I'm gonna go to Ariel. What are your thoughts about it, Bam? Do you think women know what's going on? They just choosing to ignore it and just hopeful?
I think sometimes they are. Not always. In general, when you mention the word communication or you're saying like to get clarity, you're mentioning communication. So there's a messenger and there's a receiver. So realistically, you have to make sure that whoever is delivering the message is clear. And then you have to make sure the person who's receiving the message has to make sure that they receive what they said correctly. So if somebody is saying, you know, I'm not really looking for something serious, do you understand what that means or you don't? And if you don't, you should ask what you mean by that. Does that mean you want to be my friend? Does that mean you want to be friends with benefits? Does that mean, what does that mean? And then depending on your values, what you want, that's when you make a choice. So that's kind of how I look at that situation. It's not necessarily a woman's job. It's both people's job.
All right. Go ahead, Marcus.
Let me see. Is it a woman's responsibility to ask for clarity during dating? I think we should. Relationships end up better if, as a man, you kind of give your intentions in the beginning. I'm not saying the first day you see her, you just jump out and say, I don't want anything but sex with me. But when you tactfully have the conversation with her about what it is that you're looking for, so she can properly plan in alignment. I think a lot of relationships fail because the parameters in which is acceptable to exist in aren't set from the beginning, and people veer off on those roads, and the other person has an expectation on how you were supposed to behave, but it never was expressed, and you never got clarity that they understood. So what you'll take that as disrespect, whatever they're doing, or selfishness, when in actuality it just never was discussed. So they never had an actual way to say, I just want to have sex with you, and we never discussed it. So we 2 years in, still not discussing it, just letting the vibes flow and go with the flow. And now you feel taken advantage of, or like something has been done wrong. But if the man starts off with clear instructions on what he expects and how he wants the relationship to go, whether it just be sexual or not, tactfully, then I think you fare better, and you don't get women cutting your tires and stalking you and doing all type of crazy stuff because she was confused about where that relationship was gonna go.